Hey folks, I'm back. It's me, Mahbub Chowdhury, aka the People's Coach, aka your host and speaker for today. Welcome back to more of my educational videos. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to approach and correct someone. Now, this someone can be a nearest dearest loved one. It can be your work colleague. It can be someone who you just don't care about. Now, the thing is, the person who you don't care about, you are likely to easily hurt them. Now let me talk a bit more about this, about hurting someone. I'll tell you what, whenever you want to point out something about someone, how you can tell how much you really love that person or how much you care for that person is by exposing them in front of others. The more you expose someone in front of others of their faults, the more it shows you do not care. So, for instance, if you're shouting, screaming, swearing in front of others, trying to belittle that person, it shows you really have a small amount of love, small amount of care for that person. Now, if you truly love a person, you care for a person, you would take them somewhere private, somewhere behind closed doors, and have a talk with them, have a chat with them. You don't even need to swear, shout, or scream. You can just talk to them on a level. And this includes speaking to your spouse, speaking to your child, speaking to an employee or an employer, or just to someone generally. It shows how much you care. The thing is, approaching and how to correct someone, it's not about power games, it's not about belittling someone, it's not about showing a person they're wrong and you are right. It's not about that at all. In fact, if you do that, you will spoil the quality of your relationship. It's not about you dictating and telling them how wise you are or how correct you are or how experienced you are and how less experienced that they are. It's not about that whatsoever. What it is about is trying to understand what area, what position of life that they're coming from, trying to understand what level they're at the moment. Trying to be empathetic, I can't even say this word. Trying to sympathize with them, trying to be empathetic. I think that's the word anyway. You're trying to understand where they're coming from. You're trying to understand them, not understand yourself. You're not trying to project your own understandings on them. No, it's not about that at all. When you start understanding a person, where they're coming from, it makes the situation a lot more easier to deal with. Because the more you display this with a person who you see day in, day out, they will think to themselves, hang on a second, this person is not bad. They're quite approachable. I can easily talk to this person because this person understands me. Now, when you understand a person, and that person will understand you. First and foremost, the thing about this is, you need to build up that trust first of all. And that will take a bit of time. Don't expect you're the one who's understanding and they're not understanding you. No, it doesn't work like that. One person has to start this off. And they have to display that trust through time where you are approachable, you can be talked to. You're not going to talk down to them. Because when they have that built-up reference, then that's when they're going to approach you. That's when they will give you the time of day. And it doesn't happen overnight. If you've not understood this, I'll give you a quick little example. You've got person A, person B. Person A is the understanding one. Person B is the one who wants to speak. Don't care what you have to say. Now, person A, they must display patience and tolerance. They must be understanding and be empathetic in terms of, sympathetic in terms of where person B is coming from. Now, through time, once person A has displayed this time and time again, then slowly person B starts to break down, break down the barriers and the boundaries. And all of a sudden, when person A wants to say something, then person B is attentive, they're listening. So hence, at this stage, you have a two-way good relationship where both spouses or both people understand one another a lot more better. That's the example I'm trying to bring to your attention. That's the example that you want to strive for in your relationships. Whoever it may be that you have, whether it be your lover, or your brother, or your sister, uncle, aunt, nephew, niece, or your employee or employer. It's about aspiring and thriving for that type of relationship to have. Not just you have person A and person B, and they're just trying to play these power games and trying to see who has the superior opinion and trying to belittle each other. It doesn't work that way. That doesn't actually solve the situation. In fact, it equips them, it arms them up with more tools to be more mean towards one another. It doesn't break down the defenses. In fact, increases the defenses and attack. And it spoils the relationship. It actually harms the relationship. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. It's about breaking down these barriers, these boundaries, and trying to understand one another. It doesn't matter at first if one doesn't want to understand, but do your bit to understand. Do your bit to lessen the tension. Because the more you keep on doing that, then eventually the other person is going to break down in a good way. And then hence trust can be rebuilt. So people, I hope that's given you something to think about in terms of improving the quality of your relationships. You can also apply this attitude in your marriage or in your relationships. Like I've just said before, but I'm just reminding you just in case if you've forgotten. These are vital tools that you need, and you need to keep on implementing them over and over again. It's all about building up trust. It's all about building up reliance, reassurance with one another. If you don't, then you will have a horrible relationship. So people, I hope that has been insightful. Until then, keep tuning in for more up-and-coming materials. Take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many as well as yourself. Bye for now.